Hi, I'm Mr. Pipsley and I'm glad to see you all here on this channel. If you're interested in hearing a story about zombies and how they took over the world, then you're in for a treat. But before I begin, I want to encourage you to like and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. By doing so, you'll be able to stay up to date with all the latest content and never miss out on any exciting stories. So sit back, relax, and let's delve into the world of zombies. I promise it'll be a thrilling ride. Once upon a time, in a world not too different from our own, a strange phenomenon occurred. The dead started rising from their graves, and they were not the same as before. They were different, with a hunger that could not be sated and a desire for destruction. Soon enough, the military discovered that the dead were not just mindless zombies, but also zombie soldiers and generals, who had retained their military training and discipline even in their undead state. Worse yet, there were zombie scientists working on their side, developing new and terrifying weapons that could destroy even the strongest of barricades. The world was plunged into a war against the undead, and it seemed like there was no hope left for humanity. The plants, however, had a plan. They had watched in silence as the humans destroyed their homes and polluted their environment. Now was the time for them to rise up and take back what was rightfully theirs. The onion, tomato, corn, and sunflower were chosen as the leaders of the plant rebellion. They gathered together their forces, armed with catapults, fire catapults, grenade launchers, and flamethrowers, and prepared for battle. The first wave of zombies came charging towards them, and the plants were ready. They launched flaming balls of fire from their catapults, setting the undead ablaze. The grenade launchers fired deadly explosives, taking out entire platoons of zombies at once. The flamethrowers burned the zombies to a crisp, leaving nothing behind but ashes. The zombie soldiers, however, were not so easily defeated. They had retained their military training and discipline, and they came at the plants in organized formations. The onion, tomato, corn, and sunflower knew they needed to come up with a new strategy. They rallied their troops and formed a defensive line, using their catapults to launch rocks and other projectiles at the oncoming zombies. The zombie soldiers were relentless, but the plants held their ground. It was a brutal battle, with both sides taking heavy casualties. The zombie generals were even more formidable opponents. They were smart and tactical, and they knew how to outmaneuver the plants. The onion, tomato, corn, and sunflower knew they needed to take out the zombie generals if they had any hope of winning the war. They devised a plan to infiltrate the zombie stronghold and take out the zombie scientists who were developing the new and deadly weapons. The plants snuck in under the cover of darkness, using their flamethrowers to burn their way through the zombie defenses. The zombie scientists were holed up in a laboratory, working on their latest creation. The plants burst in and launched a surprise attack. The zombie scientists fought back fiercely, but the plants were determined to win. Finally, they succeeded in destroying the laboratory and all the zombie scientists inside. The zombie generals were left without their weapons, and the zombie soldiers were left without their leadership. The plants launched a final assault on the zombie stronghold, and this time they emerged victorious. The zombie soldiers were defeated, and the zombie generals were forced to surrender. The world was once again safe, thanks to the bravery and determination of the plants. In the end, the plants were hailed as heroes. The onion, tomato, corn, and sunflower were praised for their leadership and bravery. The world was forever changed by the zombie apocalypse, but it was the plants who emerged victorious. And they lived happily ever after, in a world where the plants and the humans lived in harmony, and the dead remained where they belonged, in their graves. Years went by, and the world slowly began to heal from the devastation of the zombie apocalypse. The plants had become the protectors of the earth, and they worked tirelessly to keep it safe from any future threats. The onion, tomato, corn, and sunflower had become legendary figures, their names spoken with reverence by all who knew of their heroic deeds. They had retired from active duty, but their legacy lived on, inspiring generations of plants to stand up for their rights and fight for what they believed in. One day, however, a new threat emerged. It was not the undead this time, but a group of humans who were bent on destroying the natural world for their own selfish purposes. They had no respect for the plants or the environment, and they were willing to do whatever it took to achieve their goals. The onion, tomato, corn, and sunflower knew they had to act fast. They gathered together the bravest and most skilled plants they could find and prepared for battle. The humans came at them with bulldozers and chainsaws, tearing down trees and leveling entire forests in their wake. The plants fought back with everything they had, launching flaming balls of fire and explosive grenades at the humans. It was a fierce battle, with both sides taking heavy casualties. The humans were relentless, but the plants were determined to protect their home. Finally, after many long hours of fighting, the humans were defeated. They retreated in shame, realizing that they could not defeat the plants and the forces of nature. The onion, tomato, corn, and sunflower emerged from the battle victorious once again, but they knew that the fight was far from over. They knew that they would have to continue to protect the earth from those who would seek to harm it. And so, they continued to lead the plants in their fight for the earth, inspiring others to join their cause and stand up for what was right. The world was a better place because of them, and they would always be remembered as the heroes who saved it from destruction. As the years went by, the plants continued to thrive and prosper under the leadership of the onion, tomato, corn, and sunflower. They worked tirelessly to maintain the delicate balance of nature and to protect the earth from those who would seek to harm it. But despite their best efforts, a new threat emerged, one that they had never seen before. It was a virus that infected the plants, causing them to wither and die. The virus spread quickly, and soon all the plants were infected. The onion, tomato, corn, and sunflower were devastated. They had never faced a threat like this before, and they knew that if they didn't act fast, the entire world would be destroyed. They rallied together the remaining healthy plants and set out to find a cure for the virus. They searched high and low, experimenting with different plants and herbs, trying everything they could think of to find a cure. Finally, after many long days and sleepless nights, they found it, a rare herb that had the power to cure the virus and restore the health of the plants. The onion, tomato, corn, and sunflower wasted no time in spreading the word. They gathered together all the infected plants and administered the cure. Slowly but surely, the infected plants began to recover, their leaves growing back and their stems becoming strong once again. The world was saved once again, thanks to the bravery and determination of the onion, tomato, corn, and sunflower. They had proven once again that they were the protectors of the earth, and that they would stop at nothing to ensure its safety. In the end, the plants lived happily ever after, with the onion, tomato, corn, and sunflower leading them into a bright and prosperous future. The world was forever changed by their actions, and they would always be remembered as the heroes who saved it from destruction. As the years passed, the plants flourished, and the world was filled with greenery once again. The onion, tomato, corn, and sunflower had become revered figures, celebrated for their heroic efforts to protect the earth. However, they knew that their work was never truly done. They continued to lead the plants in their fight against any threats that emerged, determined to keep the earth safe for generations to come. One day, a new challenge emerged. A group of humans had developed a powerful new weapon that threatened to destroy the delicate balance of nature. They had created a massive machine that could tear through the earth, leaving nothing but destruction in its wake. The onion, tomato, corn, and sunflower knew that they had to act fast. They gathered together the bravest and most skilled plants once again and prepared for battle. The humans came at them with their massive machine, tearing through the forests and destroying everything in its path. The plants fought back with all their might, launching fire catapults, grenade launchers, and flamethrowers at the machine. It was a brutal battle, with both sides taking heavy casualties. But the plants were determined to protect their home, and they fought with all the strength they had. Finally, after many long hours of fighting, the machine was destroyed. The humans retreated in defeat, realizing that they could not defeat the plants and the forces of nature. The onion, tomato, corn, and sunflower emerged from the battle victorious once again. They knew that the fight was far from over, but they also knew that they would always be ready to defend the earth from any threat that emerged. And so, they continued to lead the plants in their fight for the earth, inspiring others to join their cause and stand up for what was right. The world was a better place because of them, and they would always be remembered as the heroes who saved it from destruction. Well, the story has come to an end. I'm sure you like this story, and you will like it with pleasure. Also subscribe to our channel and be sure to leave your feedback in the comments under this video. See you in the next video.